as well. Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS Pestle, Robo, Rapist Knife, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery, Karen Fausto, Country and Western, and All American. And so Perlita, Don, Karen, if you're going to yell and say that it stinks here because of the smell in San Diego, could that be because you're doing something that is undesirable and you're running carny tanks and dumps? Because as I said, Joe, Harry, the kids pleaded with you not to do carny or to do certain things to them. And so, Perlita, as you said, lords of shit, referring to lords of acid in Belgium, or if you don't like the Russians or the Jews, and you stole something from them, Perlita, or Greg Faust, or Mel Kobe, or, Ron Miller, or Paul Puller, which is Jew in origin, or Russian in origin, or in Belgium, or those people, or the Hiltons, or the Bowmans, or the Kennedys in origin, and you say that, Perlita, and you and your friends, and you live in denial that you came through and stole something with your Indians and bashed them over the head and killed them and took something that belonged to Greg Faust because you guys thought you could do something better with Joe. Could that be the reason why it stinks? Because your smart-ass friends with Bernard LaFag of LaChance decided he was going to do carny and do carny dumps and don't follow directions. And so that's why it stinks, because they're running around thinking they're gods and they make a mess. And so those, Perlita, that you make fun of, like Praga Khan or the DJs overseas or the Jews or the Russians or those families that you stole it from, Perlita, that advised you not to do it, and you made a city stink across the nation with your problems, and then you dump your problem on me when I tank it in to figure out what is the problem, Perlita. Those people that you need help from, that you made fun of, like Lords of Acid that you called Lords of Shit last night, Perlita, and he's got to deal with his face being jacked. He's got a kid too, just like the Schwartzes, right, Haley, right? See a pattern, Perlita, of who you're attacking? So if we're shit and you have a problem and you created it with Red Randy and the hillbilly squads, and you're doing something that is undesirable that's making the city actually stink, Perlita, those people, Robo Knight, that you guys screwed over basically say, here you go. And so if you don't like Jews and you need them because they have a way of doing it, or the Russians, or the Belgians, or the England, or let's see, Spain, or France, Bernard, Harry, Joe, then if you're not going to follow directions and take other people's stuff and lie about it, they just go, whoop, you deal with it, you made fun of us. You guys mutilated our faces, do this and that. Country, they didn't want country and Western, Perlita, but you guys did it anyway, because they know that it made the city stink. Or they didn't want ghetto life of the Negroes, right? They run around, do whatever they want. So if you guys steal it, they make you deal with the problem. Like it's carnies. He wanted his carnies in the football. So if you guys think you know better than everyone else, Perlita, you get an answer as to why the city stinks, Karen Perlita. Because when you guys took this stuff and set it in, you didn't do it right. Like I said, Karen, did you defy your own husband for your friends? Copy an idea that he may have had when he went to GW? And then the rest of the hillbillies go, well, Greg yelled and screamed at the kids, we're going to save the kids from the abyss. Who said, Harry? Sounds to me they're just some guys that wanted to get laid. And so, Perlita, you can run back and forth and profess you got it to work, but still not the right way, David, because you're a liar. No, David Ballamorad. I mean, we got to hear that in the carny screens and stuff, you didn't do it right, and you're the ones that stole it, Dave, to cover up that you're rapists, murderers, and pedophile liars. You screwed the stuff down south here, northeast, wherever you go, dude. You're trapped so far deep. So if you're going to be a DJ, David, and Perlita's your friend, Mr. Mile High House, and you make fun of Praga Khan, Lords of Acid, and she calls them Lords of Shit, with your country and western, Dave, and you need his help because he knows how to do something, and he knows something overseas that happened, guess what? He gets an answer as to who dumbfucks are. So do the Russians and the Jews. Any of those people, the Japanese. Because they're over there, you're not. And then they know when they see you guys coming over there to kiss ass, Bernard, that you're the ones that fucked them over. And so then when you guys come back here to the States, they'll know. Same thing. That's what intelligence is, David. Military intelligence and tactics. It's to find out those of you who like to defy everything and then turn around and make demands when you fuck it up. Terrorism, huh, Harry? So don't fucking point a finger when some of it might have been always the same group of you picking Street Jamaica Street. Never wanting to follow directions in defiance of that which those had something that you did not. Mine enemy is that which destroys the mind. My mind is my enemy. My enemy is that which destroys the mind. There you go, Perlita. Dave, Karen, Joe, Ellery's, Roboknight, you know why the city stinks. Because the group of you came up through with Jonestown or whatever with Joe, stole shit with the carnies, set up your stuff because you lived in defiance with Elton and all of them, set up a prison, stole shit, you split it in 4 so you can divvy up the loot or the bounty after the riots or Katrina. It's not hard to figure out, Joe, that you guys went through and destroyed complete set-in reality, stealing people's shit, and then got the rest of the world to join you in your supposed Civil Rights Freedom Act. Waving the flag of freedom, but doesn't mean you're right. Hillbilly squads. So you got what you wanted, Karen, by following the advice of Ellery, who didn't know what he was talking about. Bernardo LaFago, a chance of the Carney. Judy Shepard. Joe Zillig. And those people. You got an answer as to why the world stinks, Perlita, because they gave you the keys to the car, which you did not know how to drive. You started telling everybody what to do, and then when it doesn't work, you run off and cry, baby. He raped me, he did this. When nothing happened at all. So if that's what you call purity with your bitten fat, Perlita, and Jordan, fine, but it's not. And same with your Indian story, Joe. Oh, I got the 3 or I got the 4. Same with you, Alyssa. That's the same routine that Hick has always ran. And that's why the world stinks, Perlita, because they fucked people over. And guess what? If you keep doing that in the world, then the world's fucked.